MMA is a very crazy sport, and obviously because of that, it's going to attract some weird dudes because not everyone wants to get punched in the face for a living. So, without further ado, let's get into the 2024 UFC Weirdo Tier List. All right, starting off hot, man. Arnold Allen. Arnold Autistic Allen. Where do we put this guy? Um, I'm feeling B tier. He's he definitely has a touch of the tism, guys. But compared to other dudes on this list, he's just a pretty average bloke. I mean, I feel like that's the best way of describing him. He's Arnold Allen. He's low key, he's quiet, but he's definitely on the spectrum. I mean, there's no denying that. The dude's Twitter can definitely be weird sometimes as well. But yeah, uh, Arnold Allen B tier. Moving on, Sean Strickland. All right. Who, where could we put Sean? Some people would put him in D tier. Some people would put him in S tier. See, that's the thing. He's very polarizing. For me personally, I think he's have to go probably in the A tier. That could be subject to change. All of these could be subject to change later too. It definitely might do some moving around. But yeah, I mean, I don't need to say much about Sean Strickland. He does the talking himself. This dude has probably the craziest takes in the sport. One of the funniest guys for sure. But he's a weird ass dude. Let's not sugarcoat it. This guy's weird as fuck. But I would say he's weird in a good way, which is something I can't say for a lot of the next dudes. So let's move on. Pereira. Pereira's not fucking weird at all. He's going D tier. Pereira is not a weird dude at all, bro. He's wholesome as it comes. He's just stoic. He's just a stoic, strong fighter, man. And I really like that. He's never causing problems. He's always keeping to himself. He's never saying anything crazy. He just fights, man, and people love him because of that. He's one of the biggest stars in the fucking sport just from being likable, pretty much, because he doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't say anything, so there's not much to dislike about him. Great dude overall, but I can't say that for his rival, Izzy Adesanya. Oh my word, guys. Ugh. I could make a whole video tearing into this guy. The hate I have for this man is probably not good, but yeah, he's the first S tier. This guy is a freak, to say the least. A fucking freak. Anyone that is really into the sport knows that. I mean, he's had relationships with a fucking dog, his own dog. I mean, that in itself is S tier worthy, but he's also an avid anime enjoyer as a grown ass man, which I cannot say I agree with. But yeah, Izzy's S tier for sure. Fuck him. Fuck Izzy. Fuck Izzy. These two guys own him right here, but Izzy's S tier. Yeah, fuck him. Sterling. Aljo. Oh, this is a tough one, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go C tier. Oh, it's really close between C and B. The thing is, Aljo's a really normal dude. I feel like he's just a really normal guy. But the yawn fight, man, the yawn fight. That's just a weird thing to do. Fucking acting like you're hurt when you're not. That's a weird ass thing to do as a fighter. Oof. Just because of that. Oh, nah. He's staying in C tier. He's not as he's Arnold Allen's definitely like more artistic than he is. But yeah, Aljo's a fucking actor. Yeah, he's weird for that. I can't see he does anything that strange besides it though. He's just a pretty normal dude. And I feel like Aljo's overhated. Yeah, he's not very fun to watch, but he's a nice guy besides the yawn fight. But yeah, Aljo's in C tier. Jailton Almeida. Uh, this is another really tough one. This is a tough one, man. I don't think he's that weird. It's more like I haven't seen him specifically do anything weird, but he is on the fucking sauce, obviously, and he's a grappler at heavyweight, which that's a little strange. So I'm putting him in C tier, not above Aljo. But yeah, I'll put Almeida in C tier as well because he is a fucking roid head, like very obviously. I know most of these dudes probably are, but he very obviously is. And he's a grappler at heavyweight, which makes no fucking sense. So yeah, this dude's more style wise, I'd say he's weird. Like he doesn't have much of a personality that I've seen, so it's hard to really say he's a weird dude. But yeah, Almeida's in C tier. Um, Ankalaev. Um, Let me think about this for a second here. I would say Ankalaev. He's C tier too. Um, yeah, I mean, he's just an average Dagestani Russian guy. Like he doesn't do anything that out of the ordinary. But look at his past. Like look at his record. He has a weird ass record, man. He has like a lot of weird stuff going on in his fights. A lot of no contests. Just weird ass shit like that. He's very inactive too. Also, he's Dagestani, and those guys just aren't normal to say the least. But yeah, Ankalaev's in C tier. I'm not going to talk about him too much. He's not very fucking entertaining. Aspinall. Aspinall's in D tier, man. He's not weird. Aspinall's not a weird guy at all. He's just your average British guy. Uh, and I think he's misunderstood by a lot of these MMA fans, especially these Jon Jones fans. I don't think this guy has any malicious intent towards Jon Jones. I think he just literally thinks he's the shit. He knows he's the next guy at heavyweight. So yeah, he's gonna do everything he can to get that fight. If that means showing up at a meet and greet and being respectful, then I don't see a problem with that at all. But yeah, Aspinall's not a weird guy at all. He's a great dude. Um, One of the most likable guys in my opinion, and he has the skills to back it up, which is even better. Now, Jon fucking Jones. This is obvious, guys. Jon Jones is an S tier weirdo. Um, this guy's popped for steroids. This guy has beaten his wife in front of his kids. This guy has um, crashed into a pregnant lady's vehicle and then ran. This guy has countless body cam hours, like on a police footage. It goes on and on. This dude's arguably the weird. No, he's going above Adesanya. Honestly, these two guys, man, like they just their careers need to be over with already, bro. I fucking hate these guys. But yeah, Jon Jones is probably the weirdest guy in the UFC, in my opinion, and not weird in a good way, like Strickland or Allen even. He's weird in the most negative way possible because he's a psychopath, guys. I mean, Jon Jones is a fucking psychopath. He's not a normal human. I don't get how this guy has fans. Um, yeah, he's also ducking Aspinall. Aspinall also would steamroll him, in my opinion. So yeah, Jones is S tier weirdo. All right, Blachowicz. Um, Blachowicz, man. I can't say this guy's like too weird either. He's just Polish, and Polish people, like just not even Polish people in general, just like European dudes. They just have like different personalities than I think a lot of American guys are used to. I don't think Blachowicz strikes me as a weird dude at all, though. I just think he could be minorly autistic as well. He could have the Allen thing going on. But I just think he's like just that your average UFC fight. Like all these guys, they're just like your average UFC fighter personality. Like not a ton, like pretty dry, but like they're they do their thing sometimes. So yeah, Blachowicz, he's D tier. I mean, guys, what else can I really say about fucking Blachowicz? Curtis Blades. I'm gonna have to put this guy in B tier. And honestly, it's just because he has a stutter, which I know is fucked up. But come on, guys. Any person with a stutter is gonna be deemed a little weird. I know that's just how the world works. It's fucked up, but I mean, he's a UFC fighter with a stutter. That's just a weird combo, man. He's also if you hear him on the mic, he just sounds like timid as fuck, which I think is hilarious. Because look at him. But yeah, Curtis Blades, he's going B tier. Gilbert Burns, another D tier. This guy's not a weirdo. Um, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Gilbert Burns. I think this guy's incredibly overrated. But he's a great guy. Yeah, I don't see much wrong with him. Personality wise, he's as nice as they come. He's great on the mic. He's just great. He's a great dude in general. Still not a huge fan though. Jared Cannonier. Okay, this guy's fucking weird. Jared, honestly, no, Cannonier's going A tier. Cannonier is a fucking weird dude, guys. First of all, like I don't even, he's just weird, bro. Like, listen to the shit he says in his interviews. He's wearing a fucking like stuffed monkey on his head during press conferences. I mean, this guy just screams autistic. He does have a pretty crazy aura, though, in my opinion, and it's because of that. Like, I would say Cannonier's, he's not weird in a bad way or a good way. He's just weird in his own way. Um, but yeah, Cannonier's definitely a strange dude, guys. He's also 40 years old and just put on the best performance of his life over the summer, and has the best cardio based off that fight against Vittori. But yeah, Cannonier's going A tier, guys. Weird dude. Cejudo. Cejudo's A tier, guys. Cejudo is as weird as they come. Besides these guys, Cejudo. Um, I'm gonna. No, I think this is a good order actually. Cejudo thinks he fucking is the greatest mind in combat sports, and he has like the worst takes, guys. Remember when he was saying bet the house on Cheeto in the O'Malley fight? He says that every O'Malley fight. Like this dude uses emotion when picking fights. Um, he's also just as cringe as they come. He Cejudo's a weird fucking guy, man. He's 5'2". His face is weird. Like there's something about his face that's like uncanny. But yeah, Cejudo, I'm not a huge fan of. A tier for him. Chandler, Chandler, Chandler's B tier, guys. Chandler, yeah, I mean, he's waited like a year to fight another man. Uh, he's a Connor dick rider. Also, this is controversial, but his kids, man, what's up with that? Like, obviously I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying though, like three. I mean, how many? Wait, how many does he have? I'm gonna look it up right now. How many kids does Michael Chandler have? Okay, no. Okay, so they have two children. Okay, like in their, I mean, maybe one I get. Maybe adopting one I get. That's not the same color skin as you. I mean, there's not a problem. Obviously, there's not a problem with that, guys. Obviously, but it's the fact that he's so like he like pushes that narrative a ton too. Like he like brags about it almost, in my opinion, which is I don't know. It's very like woke, weird mindset that I don't want near the UFC. Obviously, it's not the problem that he has black kids, guys. The problem is the way he acts about it and the way he carries himself about it. But he also, and that's not even the main reason. The main reason he's in the B tier is because he's a Connor dick rider. He's dick riding a man he's going to be fighting, and he's waited a year to fight another man. So yeah, Chandler's B tier, guys. Ooh, Ian Gary, Mr. Chair, Mr. Corner Man. Ooh, you see, the thing is, he's probably like done weird. He's definitely done weirder things than these guys, like that we've all seen. But I can't say they're on like the level as these guys. So I'm gonna put Gary at the top of A tier for now. I think that's good. I think that's good. But yeah, Ian Gary. He's a vegan. He's a cuck. He lives with his wife's ex-husband. He took his wife's ex-husband's last name. Um, he's vegan, guys. He's vegan and he's a UFC fighter. Besides all the cuck bullshit, that in itself is unacceptable. I mean, and you see his physique. He shows it. He's a little soy boy. But yeah, Ian Gary. He's. I'm not a fan either. I used to be actually. I like the way he fights for sure, but he's very unlikable, guys. He's not weird in a good way. Not in a good way at all. But yeah, top of A tier is where this guy belongs. Hamza Chimaev. Uh, you see, this one's really fucking hard. Actually, is it? Oof. I'm gonna put Hamza at the top of B. That could definitely change though. Hamza's definitely not normal. Um, yeah, I mean, what can I say? This dude calls out fucking flyweights when they win. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. But he calls out people in weight classes 3 divisions above him. He didn't fight for a year just randomly, like for no reason really. We still don't know why all that shit happened. He missed weight by like 8 pounds. He also has a rat lip. Um, and he's friends with Kadyrov. He's friends. I don't know, man. Hamzat's obviously just not normal. He's he's definitely autistic as well. The way he talks is fucking weird. He has a rat lip, guys. I don't know. Look at his face. He belongs at the top of B tier. Paulo Costa, baby. Oh man, C tier. C tier for Paulo Costa. Wait, wait, wait. No, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Costa there. Um, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. This dude pulls out of every fucking fight. Um, he barely beat a gassed Luke Rockhold at like 40 years of age, come like during retirement. He also is a roid monster. But he's hilarious. I have to give him that. I think Costa's actually good in a weird way. I think Costa is good in a actually, or he's weird in an actually good way. Um, but yeah, he's not normal, guys. He's his Twitter. Just look at his Twitter. Take one look at his Twitter, and that's all you need to see. Yeah, this one's obvious, guys. Covington's an S tier weirdo, and I actually used to be a fan of Covington. Not a fan, but before the Edwards fight, I was definitely like, this guy's funny as fuck. I actually like what he's doing. He's doing something different. But now I have a complete opposite view. I think this dude is one of my least favorite fighters after the Edwards fight. And it's not because of the shit talking, it's because of the performance, man. Like what the dude, what was that, bro? Yeah, I don't think this guy should ever fight again after that, to be honest. I think he should be cut after a championship performance like that, to be honest. I don't think he's UFC caliber. I don't think he ever has been. I think he's gotten kind of lucky with his matchmaking because styles make fights. And I don't think he's ever I don't think he's ever been had the skill of a top welterweight. And I know he like took Usman to war, but styles make fights, guys. Styles fucking make fights. So yeah, Covington's S tier weirdo. Um, Also his shit talk is terrible. He stutters every time he gets on the mic. Yeah, Covington's S tier. Edwards, the guy I just fought. C tier. Edwards is definitely a little autistic, guys. He has a little bit of a mumble mouth, as Covington would say, but he's pretty normal. He's a pretty normal, just average UFC fighter from England. He doesn't say much. He doesn't talk a lot. Doesn't have a huge aura or anything like that. But he gets the job done. He talks in the cage. He lets his fighting do the talking. And you know what? He puts in work every fucking time, man. So I respect the hell out of Edwards. And I don't think he's that weird at all. But he's definitely had a few moments, like the Masvidal beef. I also think his performance against Covington was not impressive at all. I think he could have went for a finish way more in the fifth round and should have. But yeah, Edwards is C tier, guys. He's just Taporia's D tier. Taporia's not a weird dude at all. Taporia's a sick dude. Taporia's a fucking sick dude. See, all these guys, I just think they're sick dudes. Like they're not weird. Taporia is like one of the most normal UFC fighters I think I've actually seen. Um, he has like a good personality. He seems like actually outgoing, unlike like Pereira and Blachowicz and shit. Um, but at the same time, like he stands on business. He can stand on business while also being like respectful, which is something these guys don't know how to do. But yeah, Taporia's not weird. He's not a weird dude at all. Uh, yeah, D tier for him. O'Malley. O'Malley's O'Malley's a little weird, guys. O'Malley's a little weird for a lot of reasons. Not the reasons you may think. First of all, his fighting style is unlike anything we've ever seen in the UFC. So that alone, like, yeah, that's just weird. It's just weird the way he fights. It's weird how much power he has for how small he is, how skinny he is. It's weird how fast he is. It's weird how he never had a traditional martial arts background. This just seems to be pure talent and God given. But also, he's a cuck, guys. He's also a cuck. And just look at his appearance. I mean, he's a fruitcake. He lets other dudes bang his wife. I can't justify putting him anywhere lower. Um, but yeah, O'Malley's A tier weird. All right, I'm only gonna do a few more because this video is getting very long. But let me look here. Let me look here. Okay, let's do Islam next. Islam's B tier, guys. And that's for the simple fact that he's extremely inbred. Um, I don't care, guys. I'm saying it. That dude is not normal genetically. And most of the Dagestanis aren't, but I would say Islam especially isn't. Look at the dude's back. Look at the fucking definition on the guy's back. Uh, it's ridiculous. It's not normal. His strength is not normal. He's not normal. He's autistic as fuck. Uh, I mean, yeah. Look at him. Look at him like cage-side when his fucking mouth is hanging open. Like this dude. This dude. I don't know what is wrong with him, but I don't think his brain ever fully developed, and that's why he's so fucking good at fighting. But anyway, McGregor. McGregor. This one's really hard. Yeah, McGregor's a weirdo, but like he really makes it work, and you can like it's hard to explain. I think A tier still. I mean, this guy he's just very controversial. I mean, there's always a headline about McGregor. There's always something going on with him. I mean, he has an insane career as well. Like he just has one of the most interesting careers. He's just one of the most interesting people, and that can make you weird if you're interesting. That like weird isn't a bad thing, obviously, guys. Just because I'm saying these guys are weird doesn't mean I dislike any of them except these guys at the top. Um, but yeah, uh, I don't care what you guys say. McGregor's a drug addict. He he did steroids too. He also posted a video of him, his wife performing certain acts on him on social media, which I don't agree with when you have kids and shit. Um, just for that dude alone, that is crazy. I forgot about that. I'm gonna bump him up a few tiers just for that. Dude, honestly, no. I'll put him there. That is yeah, no. That I don't know I got know if you guys like remember that, but he posted a video of his wife on his yacht doing some crazy stuff to him. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Um okay, last fighter we're gonna do here is Prohaska. And he's S tier, guys. But unlike these guys, Prohaska is weird in the best way possible because he's actually like a really humble guy. He's a true martial artist, and that in itself is weird. Being a true martial artist, that you have to be weird to like actually be that. Uh, this guy's whole life is fighting. I don't think he does anything else besides train. He said he locked himself in like a box for like a week or some shit to like gain mental fortitude. I don't remember something like that. But yeah, this dude's crazy. This dude's fucking nuts. But in a great way, because it gets people interested, and he's an actually likable guy. He's an actually nice, humble guy, and his performances are insane. I will never miss a Yuri fight. I would say he's top five most entertaining fighters in the sport, but he is a weird fucker, guys. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this tier list. Um, I know I could have added a lot more, but a lot of these guys, honestly, they just don't stand out to me that much. I mean, a few of them do, but just for time's sake, I think this is what we're gonna go with here. So I would say Jon Jones is still the weirdest guy in the UFC, just because of his actions alone, his violent actions, his past. But yeah, this concludes the tier list, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you disagree or agree or just want to leave your opinion, please do in the comments. Please like the video and subscribe. Thanks for 200 views on the last video on the MMA channel. Channel's going really well so far. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe.